Guess who's back? I know. See, I said that I was gonna be back, and see, two videos. I'm back. Okay, so today I like dressed up a little bit, and by dressed up I mean I'm wearing like this cute little shirt. I put on some makeup. I've got my rings on. Am I wearing sweatpants under this? Yeah, but you can't see it. I mean, I just showed you, but still. But I dressed up because I want to talk about SALTBURN, which is one of my favorite movies of 2023. They're like, dare I say, one of my favorite movies like in the last couple of years. I really fucking liked it. I really fucking did. And the cast, ooh. It was so good. So I just want to talk about it. So I want to start off with like a pow, but like not too strong. I want to talk about the vampire scene. He literally ate. I don't know why, but I thought of that one scene, not a scene, but it's like a clip from a show, a scene, where the guy's like, on all levels except physical, I'm a wolf. And I don't know why I thought of that, but I thought of it. At first I was like, okay, get it, you little fucking weirdo. Get it, you little weirdo. And then it got a little too, you know what I mean? A little too. And I was like, oh, okay. I would have stopped there. Let's rest. And I was like, okay, I'm so good. Like, and the scene where he's like submerges himself in the water, you can just see his mouth. I'm like, okay, Farley and Oliver. It like caught me a little off guard, but weirdly I knew it was coming. Weirdly, like I was like, whoa, what? But then it was like, no, like I knew it was happening. Like I knew that was coming. Like it was like obvious, but also like, what? Let's talk about the reason why I watched it. Let's talk about the beauty, the muse, the most gorgeous man that is Jacob Elordi as Felix. Bitch! Thank you, Oliver, for being obsessed with him, because we got all those cool little shots of like him literally just being like all cutesy and like that little monkey that's all like which leads me to the bathtub. Real of Oliver. Literally the realest thing that Oliver could do was that. When I first heard of Oliver drinking from the bathtub, sadly it was slightly spoiled for me on TikTok, okay? And when I heard that he was gonna be drinking the bathtub water after Jacob Elordi was in it, I imagined maybe like a little straw. I imagined a little straw maybe, and just a little like, you know, or like maybe just a little like a little sippity sip, you know, like when like a cup is like really like full and you just go like, you know, that's what I imagined. Not that he was gonna be making out with the goddamn drain. Man was down in the trenches. Man was all up in that fucking drain. And it was disgusting and real. Man, oh, he was making out with it, and I hated it. I can watch a lot. I can withstand a lot in cinema, okay? For the name of cinema, I can withstand a lot. However, I legit skipped a little bit. I skipped ahead a little bit because it literally, I was like, oh, like, I thought he was gonna be sipping it like an overflowing cup, but no, he was, ew, like, too much, Oliver, too much. Again, it would have been more reasonable to me had he just ended up again, incredibly real. The scene where they didn't know his name for the birthday song, actually, I would have thrown myself off those fucking stairs. I would have thrown myself off those stairs. Are you kidding me? That was so... I hated it. It was, what is it? Happy birthday. Wait, what is it? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Silence. Silence. And that silence, oh my god. Even if I had just been in that place, had it not been being sung to me, had I just been there and I heard that, I'd be like, oh, I need to go. Oh, I have to go. My man. With those fucking wings, ooh, that's actually my fucking wallpaper right now. Don't fucking judge me. It was beautiful. Speaking of beautiful man with the wings, that whole scene was beautiful. Like the party, the colors, like the red. Oh, I loved it. The scene where Oliver follows Felix into the maze with that one girl, and you can just see like their shadows, and like you can just see like my man with his wings, and like later on like Oliver comes through and like him with the horns, like the antlers. Loved. I fucking love that shit. But I do know you make my blood fucking run cold. Sick. Chills. Hot. But in that moment, I knew that he was fucked. I knew that my baby was fucked. I was like, baby, he's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill you. He's gonna do something. You're dead. Like, you're gone. When he said that, I was like, no, baby, no. You're supposed to pretend to want to be his friend so that he gets all like, okay, we're good. And then you leave and you escape him from your life. Also, Felix's death being foreshadowed, like, earlier on in the movie with, like, Venetia's story about, like, the doppelganger. And, like, the fucking motherfucker walking, like, behind him in, like, the fucking window. I didn't even notice that shit at first. I saw that shit on TikTok, and I was like, what? And then I went and saw it, and I was like, oh, my God, they're right. And doppelganger stories scare me. Don't fucking talk to me about that shit. It creeps me out. It terrifies me. I don't like it. Get it off my fucking screen. I don't want to, like, weirdly, like, haunt myself with it. I don't like it. But it was sick and cool, and I loved it. Was it actually Jacob Elordi, like, walking in the window, or was it someone that looked like him? Question. But he was, like, one of the good ones. It wasn't like he was an awful person. Like, anyone would be rude to a man that, like, lies to you about his, like, whole life story, you know? Like, it just makes you uncomfortable. Like, but, like, he was one of the good ones. And, like, the scene, oh, everyone's performance. When they were, like, having, like, breakfast, and they, like, had to close the blinds because they were gonna be bringing his body out, and, like, everyone was just so fucked up, and, like, Venetia's pouring her wine, and, like, Farley is, like, fucking crying and sobbing, and, like, everyone's just, like, you know, and, like, the whole room is red. I loved it. Venetia's death. Just, ooh. Okay. The cut, well, ooh. Not the cut, but the cut, like, in the movie, to her, like, in the bathtub like this, and, like, submerged, sorta. Just so many, like, callbacks to, like, the whole vampire scene, truly, and I love that. I don't know if it was a callback, or if it was, if I'm, like, just seeing things that aren't there, but, like, you know, like, her, like, him being submerged in the bathtub with her blood, you know, and then now her being submerged in her blood, and the blood, the blood! Also, him calling himself a vampire, literally true. On all levels except physical, I'm a werewolf. No, like, him, like, literally draining the life out of this family. Literally draining the life out of it. He's got 2 down, bitch. But also, like, Venetia comparing, him to a moth instead. Because, like, the dad would call him, like, a spider. Making all his little webs in the family, in the home. And, like, her calling him a moth because he's, like, attracted to, like, shiny things and whatever. Oh my God, I just think her whole, like, like, just the entire, like, scene where they're talking there, and then how she freaks the fuck out because he's wearing his, like, cologne or, like, aftershave or something. I bet you're wearing his underwear too. That was my best British accent. The grave scene. The grave. The grave scene? The grave scene. You know, there's love in this world, and people will do fucked up things for love. And there's a limit. There's a little limit. No matter how much I love you, don't do that to my grave. Please. Literally fertilizing the soil. Literally. I feel like I'm saying literally so much, but there's so many literallys that have to be said. Sir, also, you did it. Why are you so upset? You did it. You put him there. When it was revealed that he was talking to Elspeth, oh my god, I thought he was talking to, like, the cops or something. I felt like they were, like, interrogating him or something. The way he got, I was imagining the worst things when he got on top of her. I was like, he's weird. He fucked a grave. He's gonna. But no. But the way he took out her breathing tube. I'm like such a, like, person for that kind of shit, like breathing tubes. Don't do that to me. Let me die. But the way he literally just yanked it, oh my god, I couldn't. Oh my god. That was probably, like, the worst thing for me in that fucking movie. The breathing tube. And, like, the scene with the 4 graves. Like, does no one fucking realize this shit? Does no one pick up on it? Bitch, had I been there, like, a family friend, I would have been like, sus. Someone, like, interrogate this motherfucker. Because, like, he gets here and he's upset with Felix. They're, like, mad at each other. All of a sudden, Felix dies. All of a sudden, like, Venetia dies too. And then when he vanishes, like, the family's fine for a while. And then the dad dies. And then once he comes in contact with the mother again, it's like, suddenly she gets sick and she dies. And, like, she gives him Saltburn. Like, no one's gonna question that. Had I been a detective in that world, I would have been like, hey, sir, come here. And, like, the 4 stones. Oh, that whole ending scene, shut the fuck up. I loved it. I thought it was sick. I thought it was good. I thought he was a crazy motherfucker. But, like, I gotta dance around naked, sir. It's your house now. But, like, the 4 stones. Ooh. And, like, the puppet thing. Like, the little puppets with their name. Because it's true. He was their puppets. Like, the entire time. You think they're the ones in control. You think that they're the ones who, like, are, like, they're the rich ones. They're the one that, like, it's their home, it's their house. That you think, like, they're the ones who, like, got the upper hand here. Bitch! No, they were his puppets the entire time, and I love it. And, like, the stones, like, again, with, like, the dad, when he threw the stone, when he told Felix, like, my dad's dead or something, he, like, throws the stone, and, like, it doesn't land in the water. Why? Because he's not fucking dead. But you don't know that, and I don't know that until later. And he got Saltburn. And I really liked how, like, he would, like, get, like, people would be so against him, like Farley, like, mostly was always like, this isn't for you. This isn't your house. This isn't yours. This is just a summer for you. And this is a story that you're going to be telling your grandkids when you're old. Like, this is nothing. I always come back. Why? Because it's my house. It's my family. And, like, also, like, Venetia saying, like, the same thing to him. Like, this is my house. My house, it's my life. And, like, I just feel like all that shit, they were just, like, pushing him, like, fucking harder. They were really just, like, making him, like, okay, bitch. And then he gets the house. I feel like I would have rooted for him more had he been poor. Had he been, like, in misery, I would have literally been like, get it. Like, no fucking, like, you won't get, like, a fucking look from me. Like, I'm not looking. Like, you do you, boo. Like, you get that shit. You get Saltburn, motherfucker. But he was, like, upper middle class. Like, he had a big house. He had, like, his parents that were good to him. He had siblings. He, like, went to fucking Oxford. Like, he was bored. And honestly, like, tipping my hat to you, motherfucker. Like, motherfucker was bored. And again, I would have like rooted for him more had like Felix been like a terrible little cunt. But he wasn't. He was so good and so beautiful and so gorgeous and so stunning and so like just amazing and perfect. Honestly, I feel like he really could have slayed had he not been so psycho. Like, if he really just tried to be, like, a family friend, I feel like it would have worked out for him. Apart from, like, Farley. I feel like Farley was, like, on him from, like, the beginning. Like, you don't belong here, motherfucker. But, like, I feel like, honestly, with Felix and, like, maybe Venetia, like, he would have, like, been okay. With the mom, especially. Weird. I thought he was gonna fuck the mom. I thought he was gonna fuck her because, like, if that scene was, like, you're beautiful or something like that, I was like, oh, my God. We're going for the whole fucking family. I thought he was gonna get to the dad eventually. Motherfucker listened to Mastermind by Taylor Swift once and said, that's it. That's my song. He's like, oh, this is giving me ideas. Because, like, the whole reveal that, like, from the beginning it was his plan. Like, the moment that he saw Felix, he was like, that's mine. That's mine. Thank you. Yank. That's mine now. Because, like, the bike, like, I really didn't think, like, the bike had anything. The money. Oh, my God. Genius little motherfucker. You gotta give it to him, motherfucker. Crazy ass douche. But, like, and he told Elspeth, like, I know how to work. Like, work. And he worked it. He didn't just kill in this movie. He slayed. He slayed. He ate. And he did what he had to do. He was what? And then him typing nonsense on that fucking computer when, like, Elspeth walked in. I was like, oh my God. Motherfucker never gave up. He was giving Teresa. If you know, you know. He was giving Teresa, Ruby. And I have always loved those shows. And you know what? I will stand by. I will stand with him. Again, I would have stood more with him had he actually been poor. Had that family been, like, terrible. They were just rich people. You know, like, to an extent, like, rich people, it's not like some are like inherently bad, it's just some aren't grounded. Does that, you know what I mean? And that's how I viewed them. Like, not exactly like evil people, just not there. Do you know what I mean? He was just so good at pretending to be a sweet guy. He could have been a normal guy at Oxford, bitch. With that one friend of his. Fucking Aemond! Aemond Targaryen is in this movie. I was Aemond Targaryen once. I was him once, actually. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for my little spiel about Saltburn. I feel like this movie, I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to, like, maybe make a video of, like, all my favorite movies in 2023. And I was gonna add this one. But, like 5-10 minutes is not enough for me to talk about this movie. Like, it genuinely was so fucking good. Like, Emerald Fennell, like, she ate this one up. Like, I love it. Anything she really does, I'm, like, there for. Like, I'm like, yeah. Like, and I just, oh, I loved it. When I found out that she was the one directing this, I was like, it's gonna be good. But I wasn't expecting that. But it was so good. And, again, like, Rosamund Pike, like, shut the fuck up. It was so good. Like, oh, my God. And I just, again, like, I feel like Jacob Elordi, he's like really fucking trying to like be like an actor, you know, like one of those actors, and he's fucking killing it, and he's fucking slaying, and he's gonna just keep fucking going, because like everyone knew him from Euphoria, and it was like one character, like Euphoria, but I feel like he's doing so well in cinema, especially with Priscilla, which I will be fucking talking about, motherfuckers, because I loved Priscilla. And I think he's doing fucking amazing. And I again, like, Emerald did a video where she was talking about him. She's like, that's one of the reasons why we chose Jacob, was because he just came in and played Felix like some guy. Because that's what he was. He was just a cool, rich guy, you know? And I just think he did so well. And, like, Barry Keoghan, he, like, oh my God, you give that man a script and you tell him be a little freak, he's gonna fucking serve. He's gonna give it to you. He's just so fucking good. He was phenomenal, especially that ending scene. Like, it wasn't he like fully nude, like he, like that was him. And like, oh, like props to him, and like fucking for going at it and giving like a fucking performance. So again, it was just fucking phenomenal, and I loved it so much, and I really suggest people watch it if you haven't, even though you watch this. It's so good. Is it a family movie? I don't know, but it's good. It's cinema, motherfucker. It's back. And like the song choices, oh, I could just go on and on about this movie. Anyways, that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back. I promise I'll come up with more ideas, more movies to talk about. Give me ideas, give me topics to talk about, give me movies, shows, whatever that you want me to watch. I'll talk about it. Anyways, goodbye.